Hello. Long time. Spilled my tea. Long time no see. Let us literally and figuratively spill the tea on where I have been. So I haven't filmed a YouTube video since I think it was June, and then I tried to film another YouTube video later that month and stopped halfway through. And then I tried to film a YouTube video last week and also stopped halfway through. So needless to say, I am absolutely determined to finish this vlog. A lot's been going on. I will say the main reason that I haven't been filming is my voice. My voice started acting up in June, and it was doing kind of the same thing it was doing last fall, if you've been around that long, where it gets kind of scratchy and weird. Just allergies. Like, I've been to see the doctor, no one's concerned, but it isn't particularly pleasing to listen to, at least in my opinion. I feel like it's kind of scratchy and icky, and depending on the day, I feel like I just sound like a teenage boy going through puberty, which is just not like a pleasing sound. So that has really been kind of making me not want to film. And a lot of other things have been going on that have factored into this. Austin and I went back to long distance at the beginning of this semester, and that's been pretty hard on me. It's been a pretty big adjustment just in terms of lifestyle and mental health. Additionally, I've been struggling with my mental health because I recently went off a medication. Now being off it is affecting my mental health. It's not that the medication was for my mental health, but the process of kind of getting it out of my system has affected what's going on chemically in my brain. Also, work has been super busy, which is a blessing, but also means that I don't get to prioritize this space as much as I like. So long story short, excuses aside, it's been a really busy past couple of months and a really confusing and challenging last couple of months, but I am nearing the end of the tunnel. I can see the light at the end of the tunnel. I'm graduating in May, so I'm about 8 months away, and I have a lot of exciting things hopefully in the future starting in May that I'm very excited about and looking forward to. And I would like to film more on here in the meantime. Part of my plans in May involve taking social media full time, so I can pretty confidently guess that starting then you'll be seeing a lot more vlogs from me, just because I will have so many hours back in the week that school has been taking up historically. But in the meantime, I really would like to continue putting videos out for you as much as I can, because I do enjoy it and I do think it's a good practice for me. Something I've been struggling with a lot right now is kind of being discontent about where I am. I've been in the same apartment now for over a year, and I've obviously been a student for 4 years, a college student at least, and I'm just kind of ready to move on. I'm just feeling ready for a change, but the reality is that I need to finish out what I started before I can make any changes. I need to finish school before I can move, and all of these things just need to wait until I finish the phase of life that I'm in, even if I'm feeling a little impatient. So I think YouTube is a really great way for me to practice being in that mindset, because it helps me be more present and appreciative of where I am right now. So I'm hoping that I can bully myself into filming for you all a little bit more, but I do apologize for the long hiatus on here. And while I'm not sure how regular my uploads will be, in the next 8 months, hopefully there will at least be 1 or 2 a month. And especially starting in May and June, I'm hoping that you'll be seeing a lot more from me. So anyways, back to this week. This is going to be a mental health vlog. I think the first video I did in this series is called Health Diaries, so I'm gonna keep that up. My anxiety has really been flaring its head lately. I think, as anyone who has anxiety knows, it just kind of ebbs and flows in these seemingly random patterns, and right now I'm in a flow of anxiety, so I'm just I have had a few stressful things at school, just exams and such, and I also have a doctor's appointment coming up on Friday with a doctor I've never seen before for something that I won't really go into. I'm fine, but I always get really nervous about seeing doctors that I have never seen before, and I will go into that more later in the video. But all in all, the goal of the video this week is to kind of get through what I anticipate will be a bit of a tough mental health week. Mondays are always kind of like, my weeks always start like this, Mondays I'm doing well, and then just as the week goes on, I feel like my mental health does this, and it just repeats every week. I feel like for some reason Mondays I can really muster up that inspiration and courage to just keep on trucking, But then by Tuesday and Wednesday, I'm always like faltering and getting anxious and stressed. So the goal of the vlog this week is just to kind of document that and try and push through it, and just generally have a week that is both productive and good for my mental health, because that is the balance that we're always trying to find, as I'm sure you can relate. So yeah, today's Monday, and so far I had a class this morning and I've just been doing random bits of work. I put up a post on Instagram, I did some homework, put up some TikToks. I'm about to leave for the grocery store because I need to pick up a few things, and then I'm going to go for a jog walk before it gets too dark outside. I've been really enjoying going for walks and jogs. They have been the best for my mental health. I know on Saturday I was feeling super anxious, and I just put on my shoes and went for like a 4-mile walk. I was walking for like an hour and a half, and it was just so good for me. Like my brain, I feel like finally stopped and took a breath after like 2 hours of just going a million miles an hour. So I'm gonna do that this afternoon, because exercise and being outside and all those things are great for the old mental health. And then I have more work to do this afternoon. So that's the plan for the day. It's gonna be a really cozy and lovely week. I really appreciate you being here, and let's get on with the day. So lately I've been doing what I call run walks, where basically I don't call it a run, I don't call it a walk, I just kind of start and then see how I'm feeling. If my body's feeling good, I'll run. If it's not, I'll walk. And it's nice because I feel like it's really kind of taken off the pressure that I sometimes used to associate with runs. It used to be that if I told myself I was going on a run and then I needed to walk because my lungs or my body wasn't feeling good that day, I'd feel really guilty about it. I was like, well, that wasn't a run because you walked. So instead, I've just been calling them run walks. And then if I do run, it's like, great, feeling good. And if I walk, okay, fine, no guilt. So I've been doing those a lot lately, and usually what it means is I run the first half, so 1.5 miles, and then walk the second half, 1.5 miles, and it's a nice little outing. It means that I can both get some like intense cardio exercise and also the mental health benefits of a walk. So yeah, we're on the walk portion of the walk run now, and it's very lovely. It's a really lovely day today. So Austin's birthday is next week, and it's his 21st birthday, so I wanted to do something special, so I saved up and got him a watch, and it was delivered today and someone stole it, and I'm just like, I don't even know what emotion I'm feeling. I think I'm just mostly angry that I'm not there, and I just hate long distance. I hate it. It sucks. Good morning. It is Tuesday morning, about 7 a.m. I have to catch the city bus in about half an hour, and so I'm just gonna get ready for my day. So as you saw, last night ended kind of frustratingly. As I was saying, you know, a pretty important package that I shipped Austin ended up getting stolen, and I feel like those scenarios are especially frustrating because you don't actually know like who to go to about it, because it's like, is it the apartment complex's fault? Is it the carrier's fault? You know, is it just a straight up theft, so you file a police report? Like, you just don't know, and I feel like all of those parties will tell you to go to the other party. Like, no one wants to take responsibility, so I feel like it was just one of those things that really made me feel the long distance. Like, it was a very tangible situation in which I couldn't be there to help, and I was really far away, and there was I was powerless. I like literally couldn't do anything. Anyways, that was frustrating, and I basically just spent the rest of the night trying to focus on other things and schoolwork and just finish off my to-dos for the day, which I did for the most part. But yeah, and I will say I really struggle to show the bad moments on here and just in my presence online generally. At least on Instagram, I've always kind of felt that complaining is unprofessional. So when I see, creators on Instagram go on their Instagram stories and just complain, they don't even, it's not constructive, it's not like they're sharing experiences, they're just straight up complaining about bad algorithm or whatever it is. I personally find it very unprofessional, and that's just an opinion. Like, it's not to say it's the truth, but it's something that generally kind of turns me off of creators if they complain a lot. And for me, like, the line between complaining and just openly sharing your experiences is blurry. Like, I have a hard time defining which goes where. And so since it's something I don't like seeing other creators do, it's something I hesitate to do, and then I don't really know where complaining stops and just sharing about, open struggles starts. Long story short, I think a part of me doesn't want to include that clip when I'm editing this video, but I think I'm going to make myself include it because this is a mental health vlog, and just kind of sharing how I get through my week mental health wise, and that was a part of it. So I am going to include it, and I hope you know that it's not me trying to complain, it's just me trying to be open and share that, these feelings are normal for anyone, especially if you're going through something challenging. Today is going to be a busy day. Tuesday and Thursday are my super long days, so on Monday I just have one class, and then Tuesday, Thursday I have 4 classes, and I did that on purpose so that Monday and Wednesday I would have time to work on my jobs and not just school. But Tuesday, Thursdays are busy and early. I mean, my first class is 8 a.m. and my last one ends at 2:30, so it's kind of a very long day. And I have an exam tomorrow, so I will be working on preparing for that probably most of the day. I have a few other random things I'll be doing, but just gonna try and prepare for that. That's during class tomorrow, Wednesday. And then hopefully the rest of the week I can focus on some other things, because there are definitely other things I would rather be doing with my time, but obviously need to prepare for this exam first. It's also kind of random, but I'm planning to start posting more YouTube shorts in the interim between vlogs. Like, if I'm not able to post a vlog, I want to at least try to post a short. If you guys have any ideas on a short you'd like to see from me, I have a few ideas that I think would be fun. I think I'll try and make one about what I'm planning to read this autumn, or I don't even know what, but if there are any little short form videos you'd like to see from me, please feel free to leave, requests and recommendations in the comments, because I think that'd be a good way for me to kind of balance this busy season of life, but also wanting to be more active on this platform. Alright, I'm gonna head off for the day, and I will talk to you guys later this afternoon. Bye. I am currently channeling my inner Emma Chamberlain from Anything Goes podcast, because I've been listening to that podcast a lot and I love it. She's hilarious. She feels like she's my best friend. And every time I see the video version of the podcast, she's just snuggled up in bed. So that's what's happening right now. Hope you don't mind. I have had the craziest day in the world. Not in a bad way, just been super busy. I feel like I haven't had a chance to even sit down and breathe. So it's 10 o'clock. I was up at 5:30, so I'm about to go to bed because I'm tired as heck. It was crazy. It rained, which you might be thinking, Faith, so what? It rained. But here's the thing. It hasn't rained here in 3 weeks, maybe longer. Like, we're in the middle of what I would consider a drought. And, you know, like autumn, cozy vibes, rainy vibes, you know, it's a thing. And so I have content that I've been wanting to shoot around rain, the concept of rain, but I haven't been able to because it hasn't rained. I kind of just had to drop everything and go shoot those ideas really quick. So that took an unexpected hour out of my day. And then I had to run errands, and then I shot photos for Instagram. And then I have this test tomorrow that I've been studying for this evening, and honestly, it's just been the craziest day. Yesterday and today have just been so busy. But after my exam tomorrow, I have my exam at noon tomorrow. So after that, the week should chill out, and I should have more time to do other things that aren't just being productive. Mental health stayed strong. Nothing went terribly wrong. No packages got stolen today. Can't complain. Quite the day, super busy. Tuesday, Thursdays are my early mornings, so I was out of here real quick this morning, and then I almost missed my bus, which has never happened before. I was like running up to the bus stop as the bus was pulling up. Very stressful and also like very embarrassing. Like I felt like I was in like 7th grade. Caught the bus thankfully and headed off to classes for the day. Classes were fine, pretty uneventful. One of them actually got canceled today in the middle, so I had some time to work on other stuff, which was nice. I got back at about 3:30 and I did a little bit of work, and I did like 30-minute Pilates. I just used YouTube videos, and that was nice. Nice kind of low impact way to move my body. And then I actually had a Zoom happy hour with one of my favorite beauty brands I've been working with a lot over on IG, Jones Road Beauty. They invited me. It was super fun. The founder was there kind of talking about their new products coming out for the holidays and stuff, and it's really cool to get a peek behind the curtain, so to say. And now it's about 6 o'clock, and I definitely still have some things I want to get to today. I didn't end up cleaning yesterday like I thought I would, so I think that's what I'm going to start with this evening, just because I know that my mental health always does better when I'm in a clean environment. Like if I let my room get super dirty, I feel like it just has this kind of subconscious effect on my mental health. It's not even like very tangible, it's just something that seems to be correlated that I've noticed. So I think that's where I'm going to start, and that will probably take me up to dinner time. I think I'm going to make a frozen pizza for dinner because I have one that's been sitting in my freezer forever, and I just needs to be eaten. Can't let food go to waste around here, so that's very extravagant, I know. And then this evening I will probably do a little work, but honestly I'm hoping to crawl in bed pretty early because I got so little sleep last night. It was terrible. I got like 3 hours, and I would really like to read my book a little bit because I haven't been able to do that much this week. So that's the plan for the rest of the evening.
How we view the past, the present.
later this evening. Let's see, where was I? So I cleaned the apartment, and not the apartment, my room. I still have to clean the apartment. I'll probably do that this weekend. But it was nice to clean my room. As per usual, I was correct, and cleaning made me feel better. I don't know what it is about cleaning, but it's like same thing with walking. Like I just feel like I think so much better when I'm cleaning. Like cleaning, walking, like those kind of things where you're moving, but your brain doesn't necessarily have to be like in it with you. Like your brain can be somewhere else while you're doing the physical action of cleaning or walking. So therapeutic to me. I don't know. I swear, I just feel so much better when I do that. So anyways, my room is nice and clean now. I cleaned like everything, like all the shelves, I dusted and vacuumed, and it felt great. And then I made frozen pizza. It was very not glamorous. I burnt it a little bit. Classic. And then I watched Only Murders in the Building, which I have been watching lately. I started it last week, and it is so cute. It is such a cute show. Highly recommend. And then I kind of fell down a bit of a rabbit hole on Instagram. Sometimes having Instagram as part of my job is a little challenging, because when I do go to scroll on there kind of just for leisure, I often find myself falling into like a spiral of comparison and guilt that I'm not working at that very moment. Like it just feels impossible for me to take time off, which I would like to say I am so grateful to have the job that I have, and it's a wonderful job. And I don't mean to say that this is, you know, some severe hardship, but it is something that I notice has affected my mental health. Just, you know, if I want to go on Instagram at 8 p.m. and I see something that this other content creator posted that's just gorgeous, stunning, I can tell so much work went into it, and I suddenly feel so guilty that I'm not also putting in that same effort at that very moment, even if I'm putting in that same effort in other moments. And it's not a new like struggle for me. I've, you know, been battling this feeling basically as long as I've been content creating, so 3 years. But it definitely takes a bit of self-control to know like when I'm in that spiral and to kind of pull myself out of it. So I knew that this was happening, and I decided to just like remove myself from that situation. I took a shower, I washed my hair, it feels so good. I love hair wash days. And I am going to read. I'm not allowing myself any more screens for the night, with the exception of Austin and I are gonna like video chat, but that's not social media, so like that doesn't really count. So we're gonna video chat. He's doing homework, I'm gonna read. I've been wanting to read all week, but I kept saying like, Faith, you're too busy. Faith, you have a test tomorrow. Faith, you have other things you should be doing. Like I feel like I've been prioritizing everything else over reading, and at a certain point I feel like that's not fair. Like at a certain point you have to be proactive about doing things for yourself and your mental health. You can't wait until you're actually in a mental health crisis to give yourself the things that you know are good for your mental health, if that makes sense. I'm gonna read for the rest of the night. I'm really looking forward to it. I am reading Northanger Abbey by Jane Austen. I have mentioned on here before, I'm not the hugest fan of Jane Austen. She's just not my favorite. I've read Emma and I've read Pride and Prejudice. I have a really hard time like getting into the rhythm of Austen's satire. Like I just feel like her books are so rich in satire, but my brain tries to read them seriously, and then I don't enjoy it, because if you try and read Austen seriously, it's kind of weird because it's so, you know, directly satirical. But I am trying to give another Austen a shot just because everyone loves her so much, and I don't know, I like her too, she's not my favorite. So I decided to give Northanger Abbey a try because a lot of people were telling me it's perfect for autumn, and they're right. Like, I don't know what it is. All the other Austen books like scream spring. This book screams autumn. I don't know what it is about it, but it's just like a little bit of spook. It's so good, and I'm enjoying it a lot. So I'm hoping that I can sit in bed and just read for a while tonight and then go to bed. So that's the plan for the rest of the night. Good morning, happy Friday. I woke up this morning so anxious. I think, first of all, I slept past my alarm, which isn't a big deal because I didn't have anything like happening immediately this morning, so it's not like I missed anything, but just lost a little bit of time that I thought I would have. I also have noticed, this is kind of random, but it really seems to be a thing, that my anxiety spikes when I'm hungry. Like if my blood sugar is low, for some reason I'm way more likely to get anxious, and I was definitely hungry when I woke up this morning. So that might have been part of it, but honestly, I think I'm most nervous for my day-to-day. I'm just a little crunched for time this morning, and I do have that doctor's appointment this afternoon. that I was saying earlier in the vlog that I'm pretty stressed about. It's a new doctor. I've never seen them before, and it's about something that I've never seen anyone for before. It's like this kind of new problem, and without going into too much detail, growing up I saw a lot of doctors, and in my experience they really like to not listen to you. They really like to kind of discount what you're feeling, like, because I have a strong understanding of what's going on in my body, and usually to doctors I can be very, you know, straightforward and tell them what I'm experiencing. They sometimes take that as me like pretending like I have a degree in medicine and like pretending to be the doctor. And a lot of doctors kind of get defensive about that. I don't know. I always really struggle seeing a new doctor because they don't know me. They don't know my history, that, you know, I've been having issues with health my whole life, and that I am actually a pretty reliable source of information, and I actually do know a lot about myself medically. And so seeing new doctors is always pretty nerve-wracking for me because I never know. It's like 50-50. They're either gonna like kind of gaslight me or they're gonna take me seriously. Hopefully this doctor is good. I would like to get the issue that I'm having taken care of, and it's not gonna take much, but it will take them taking me seriously. So that's the first step, and hopefully they can take it. But yeah, I am pretty nervous about that. But yeah, anxiety is annoying. Every time I'm anxious, I feel like I'm also half annoyed. Like it's half anxiety, half annoyance, because it's just like, geez, Faith, like, come on, it's not that stressful, because I feel like anxiety is like always like, what if, and the thing is, like, we can't control the future for the most part. We can't control what will happen. I can't control whether or not this doctor's appointment will go well for the most part. I mean, I'll do everything in my power, but the ball's in their court for the most part. So anxiety just feels so fruitless to me. Like it's just wasting all this cortisol and adrenaline for nothing. Like it's not a life-threatening situation, which is the original reason that those things exist, you know? So anyways, I'm annoyed. I wish I would calm down, but... Hello, I am back. It's like 5 p.m. now. My doctor's appointment went fine. I was there for a while, and my doctor at least took me seriously, which I really appreciated, and I think we're at least on the right track. So I think I was definitely a lot more nervous about that than I kind of realized. Like it wasn't until I got in the car to drive there and like my hands were shaking that I was like, oh, I guess I'm actually pretty freaked out. But it went as well as it could have, and yeah, I am proud of myself for going out of the comfort zone and booking that appointment, because it's been something that I've been needing to address for a year, and I've just been putting it off because, as I've covered, I just don't love seeing new doctors. So anyways, I think I'm going to go ahead and end the vlog there. That's kind of like the final boss in my week, if you will. But I had a really lovely time filming again. It was really great to kind of get back to vlogging a bit. It's been something that I've been out of practice of for a while, and I would like to do more of it. This kind of reminded me how much I enjoy it, so hopefully I can be seeing you guys in more videos soon. Thank you so much for being here, dear friends. I really appreciate your patience while I navigate this senior year of college. It has been so busy, and there's been such a shortage of time, but I haven't forgotten about you. I know it seems like it, but I haven't. I think about you all the time, and I feel so guilty that I'm not doing more. So thank you for being with me, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.